Dial H for Hero number 11, Sam Humphries writing with Joe Quinones on the art.
Yeah, so a complete shift in perspective for this issue. So all the others have been, not exclusively, but majority have been from Miguel's point of view, with some of there, and occasionally some scenes are hers perspective, but this issue is mostly hers. So we get like some flashbacks, tons of different art styles again here. We get some flashbacks of her with her dad, and her dad was in prison, and we didn't really know what exactly had gone on. Her dad was like he was a pharmacist, and he lived in like a really small town. So but then stuff went wrong. The economy tanked. The drug prices went up, and even people who had prescriptions couldn't really afford them. So he would like steal drugs and give them away to the people who needed them. But then he got a bit greedy and started stealing some other drugs and started selling them, and got caught, which is why he went to prison. So that kind of gives you a lot of perspective here of what the issue is here for Summer is that her dad wasn't a villain. He was trying to do the right thing. He just I think as she calls it, he lost his North Star. He just lost his way a little bit and kind of got a bit too caught up in the moment. But he wasn't a bad guy. Because that's what she feels about Miguel in this issue. Because Miguel is working with the operator, the evil one. It's the operator. And no, the operator's the good one. What's the bad one? Oh, I'll get to it in a minute. It's bugging me. But either way, he's off working with him, and he's split into four. He's the four Supermen. We're still doing Reign of the Supermen stuff, and he's on Apocalypse, fighting, Calabac and Granny Goodness, trying to get the K dial, and and we're seeing all this kind of through a flashback. And it turns out that the Granny Goodness is telling the story here to Summer, because she gave him the K dial because she's like, yeah, we don't care. Sure, we had it, but every time anyone tried to use it, they would just vanish. They'd never come back, and we don't want to deal with that. So sure, take it. And then we get an interesting page where this book's been doing a lot of these gimmicks where they'll do stuff. This is a cut along the lines and cut out this page and build your own K dial, and it's you fold all the flaps together. I hope someone did it because it looks like it would work. I hope someone cut up their comic and made this because I love this comic, and and maybe this is sacrilegious to some people suggesting this. Don't immediately bag and board it, but yeah, cut it up, make the comic, make the phone. Why not? It looks cool. It's clearly what they want. I haven't got this in physical yet. I'm fairly sure there's probably an ad on the back of this page that will let you get away with it, because there's very little other story on this page in particular. So yeah, go for it. Why not? Mr. Thunderbolt, that's the evil one that Miguel's working with. But yeah, Summer comes back to the Heroverse with the operator, and she's still got the C dial, but they've got the other three now. And operator's like, it doesn't matter, but we're in deep shickamagee. He's really thinking about it. But yeah, this is their whole plan is they want to turn everyone 2.8 quadrillion people into superheroes all at once. And it's and it's like, could you we saw a version of this when everyone in Metropolis got powers and it was chaos. So it's like, can you imagine how bad it's going to be? And it's still all like, no, I don't want to just take out Miguel. He's just lost sight of his North Star. We can bring him back. And they show up, and she uses the dial and becomes Lolo Kick You. And there's a bit of a fight sequence. She's like, wait, hang on, I thought there was four of you. And then the steel one just shows up behind her, smashed through a truck that she was supposed to escape in. And there's a lot of trying to talk him down. Like, hey, look, let's just go get falafel in Metropolis. It's cool. But obviously that doesn't go down so well. And there is a fight. And they take the dial. They take the C dial. And they go back with Mr. Thunderbolt. And okay, he's like, here you go. Here's the yellow dial. Use it and you'll go back to your original self because job's done. Because the Y dial, again, that's the one that split them into four. So they use it, and he returns into two people because there was four of them, so they go back to four. We get Super Miguel and Thunder Montez, but it's Superman Red and Blue. It's that's what we're doing here now.
Fair enough.
And so it's the blue one is good Super Miguel, and he's trying to use the phone, the Y dial again. He's like, okay, sure, okay, that made us into 2, so we'll do it once more, and that'll bring us back to 1. And it doesn't work. And he's like, well, what's going on? And Mr. Thunderbolt explains that this is why him and the operator will never be just one Robbie Reed again, because it only works. The reverse version of it only works if both people's hearts want it to. And and the red one's like, no, I don't want to be stuck with that dumbass. This is terrible. I'm not doing that. So he goes. They trap Miguel and Summer in the K-hole, which is in the cave. When they bring it, the eternal oblivion K-hole, and they're just stuck in there, and it looks fantastic. Everything's kind of grey tones. It's gorgeous. Like there's like black lightning going through it. Looks great.
Black Lightning, how did he get there?
Do you know what? As soon as I said that, I was like, brush past it before anyone has a chance.
Nope.
But no. The final scene then is we cut back to the Thunderbolt Club, and they've got all 4 dials, and he's like, all right then, ring the magic number, which is of course 52. Because what else would it be?
69.
DC. Yeah.
Either way, Mr. Thunderbolt vanishes after using all 4 of the dials, and we cut around. We see like the monitor in the Oreo worlds being like, breach alert. What's going on? We see Bart running, and hey, something's wrong with the Speed Force. It feels like she's been ripped down the middle. Darkseid, impossible. The sphere of the gods, through the Source Fall, all the way into. And then the final page is the Overvoid, and this is the multiverse H dial, and it's Mr. Thunderbolt. Time to reboot all of history and every reality in his image, in the image of Mr. Thunderbolt. And then next issue, dial F for final issue, that's why I said F earlier instead of X, because I was thinking of F for respect.
Right.
Yeah. But I just to rate this very quickly. Art again, fantastic. Some of the best of the book. One of the strongest issues, and that's saying something. It's just like an 8.5. Yeah, this is great.